We got a guest in the building today, man. First interview, my man Simon Carr, One Punch, man. What's good with you, bro?
Oh man, chilling.
Good to have you on the show,
Oh
man.
man, good to be here,
Trying to
man.
get him in for a minute now.
Thanks for the love, man.
No doubt, man. So what you been working on, Simon?
Oh man, so much. First of all, Punchline, the clothing line. First of all, I'm a professional boxer. You know what I mean? Simon ONEPUNCH Carr, one of the most talked about fighters in Philly.
Okay.
And out of that vein, I created a clothing line because I always had a feel of fashion. So,
okay.
And everybody used to, feel the swag. So I created a line called Punchline out of the monarch.
All right. How long has Punchline been in the making?
Roughly 2 years.
2 years.
You know what I mean? So it's been a process. Feel real good about it. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's feeling it and showing mad love. Through it.
No, I seen one of your fashion shows, man. It was banging. You know what I mean? Cliff showed me one of them Jones.
Wow.
Phenomenal, man. Y'all laid that out. Y'all had it pretty much laid out. So your clothesline, man, you pretty much make it as a universal, diversified, where you got
punchline clothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it as an urban brand.
Okay.
I look at it as like a couture brand. You know what I mean? So we're competing, not so much competing, but it's in the line of Sean John.
Right.
You know what I mean? Upscale, like I don't even look at it like Rockaware, but
okay.
Sean John. You know what I mean? A Fat Farm. Twist to it, but we want to give it some, a sleek and sexy look. You know what I mean? So
you have girl style?
Yeah.
I must have a sleek and sexy look.
Okay. Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Sleek and sexy.
Everybody knows I love boxing. Where can we see you fight?
Oh man, they've been trying to get back in the ring for some time now. I took a small break, only for the sake of, and I felt like for a period of time, I was holding this flagship up. When the Philly flag, was leaning, I was on both hands and knees, supporting and holding it up. And I felt like at a time they didn't really give me that same, support and love because, it's like the Sixers in Philly, Everybody like, oh man, why they losing? But, the arena wasn't packing out, and I felt like I was like an Irison, here, And people always like, when your next fight, but they didn't come out and buy a ticket, They didn't support, and I'm like, well, how do you expect the artist to get paid or the athlete to get paid if you're not even, buying a ticket?
Especially when it's a packed house, you feel that vibe and you want to go hard.
Yeah, and it was like,
How was the marketing on that though?
Oh, the marketing was crazy. So then I took it to like LA, Vegas and stuff, and they were supporting, but it was like, yo, everybody was like, well, when you coming back to Philly, when you gonna fight here? And then I did a fight here, and it was like, yo, man, like, I expected it to be super packed. I mean, people came out and showed love, don't get me wrong, hands down, but for the love that I do have, I expected it to be, astronomical. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, all right, well, let's look at it from, a business standpoint and a marketing standpoint. Simply, remove yourself for a minute, and make them miss you. Then they can't tell you no. So now it's at an all-time high. It's like, all right, well, let me put that on a back burner because that's something that I can do with my eyes closed. I'm in boxing since I was 12, so that's something that really is not really going nowhere, but you do know the age factor. But if you love it, and B-Hop showed you, at 45, 46, he still can do it. So if you take a break from it, I said, I created my own, clothing line. Let that grow legs because nobody's going to work hard for it, or with it, as you. So I said, well, look, let me create this, because I was delegating people to do the line, and I was like, wow, this is not what I wanted. Stop. So I said, let me go. We pulled it back, and I was very hands-on with it, I didn't want to create something and just put my name on it, and it wasn't right. So I had to go in, learn everything. So that was the time that was like me going to school for it, Went and studied the whole, craft of it, got into it, you know what I mean, and it's something that, you know what I mean, it can work for you. So
Right.
it's like diversifying your funds, multiple streams of income, and you always have to have, you know what I mean, some type of contingency plan. If I
Yeah.
break my hand, if something happened to me, now that's already established.
Right.
They know I stand behind it because I wear it, people know it. It's not like me. And one more thing. One of the most important lessons I've learned about this fashion industry and about this business, I mean, one of the biggest, you know what I mean, moguls, 50, you know what I mean, 50 created a line, or wasn't even created, he put his name on it, you know what I'm saying, what was that line called?
G-Unit.
G-Unit, yeah,
G-Unit.
G-Unit, okay, yeah, right, so and he said, you know what I'm saying, Mark Echo created, he put his name on it, so he had everybody wearing it, and you know it grew legs, and it, you know what I mean, and it took off,
Right.
but it fell real fast because he was like, yo man, he was just all over the place with it, you know what I mean, he wasn't running the monitoring the business, so when it fell, it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying, like what happened? So
I
go
think,
ahead.
man, the artist clothesline is only as hot as the artist while
Sure.
it's out at that particular time. The
Right.
minute you start dying down, all of it start. I mean, because Wu-Tang had it
Yeah,
before,
right.
Naughty by Nature had it
Sure.
before. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's like the minute you're not relevant to
Mhm.
the general public, your clothesline is not relevant.
Right.
That's just like Rockaway right
Yeah,
now. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
So it's really like you gotta. I mean, if you're gonna tag your name on it as an artist, I think you should stand. You should stand on it, but I think you gotta probably do like a third person type joint.
Yeah,
You don't really want
right.
to put your face on it because whenever your career falls,
Right.
your clothesline is gonna
Sure,
pause. You know what I
sure.
mean? So you gotta be smart about it. Like you can be the man behind the scene,
Right.
getting all the checks,
Right.
but you ain't gotta be the man like, yo, that's my shit. Like,
Right,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Your fans gonna wear it anyway when they see you rock it.
Gotcha.
I think a lot of artists go wrong with that. They want to let you know like they the ones that's responsible for that particular clothesline.
Right, right.
I mean, come up with a name, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of like put it in their face. They
Yeah.
won't rock it anyway, no different than what Hov did with Iceberg.
Exactly.
And the minute he stopped rocking it, the minute it went down, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
he came out with Rockaway and it picked up where it left off at.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's all marketing, man. You just gotta pretty much, just strategize it and make every move your next move your best move, man. With anything, any industry, you know
Who
what I'm saying.
was who was State Property with? Was
That was
that was
Beanie
Beanie?
Siegel
Or that was
joint.
just
Right.
I thought that was.
So
with
then
Nolan,
that
Beanie
came
Nolan.
and that went, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that was a valuable lesson, and he happens to be a personal friend of mine. And I remember, you know what I mean, coming back, me and Mac was going to one of my fights, you know what I mean? And Mac was driving me, and I was in the back seat. And Mac actually showed me a residual check from Rockaway. He had just got, you know what I'm saying, got for the State Property brand, and he handed the check back to me. First time, you know what I'm saying, I had like 90 grand in my hand. Was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? He was like, Punch, that ain't no money. And tore the check up, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't really about nothing. Like, hand it back. You know what I mean? Like, 90 grand for a $1 billion company, you know what I'm saying? And he felt like, yo, you know what I mean? And at that time, he didn't really see the business. So I think I'm blessed with really learning them lessons and seeing them firsthand. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they had a situation, they built the brand. Pro-Cats, State Property, people was wearing it. It grew legs. It was phenomenal for here, but more so, it was phenomenal for all across the country. People was like, yo, actually checking for that, but
Hold up.
they didn't get their money.
Did you
Okay,
pick up my flyer? You owe me 50
pass
cents.
it. Okay, well, I'll get you. You want to?
I mean, I know you're a boxer and everything, but
Yeah.
Brick House.
Okay.
No, he didn't. And that's me on there.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I didn't cut you out, so don't worry about it. And we can take
You know
that up. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? You couldn't still see
Oh,
that
you
part.
cut the body out?
You
Okay.
did,
good idea.
yeah. My legs look nice on there.
You
Why
do.
you do that?
But I ain't hit your face, so don't even
So
worry
wait,
about
hold
it.
on, wait.
You
So
good.
wait, do you have
She
girl
got 50
clothing?
cents.
Yeah,